Hey, good morning, Raymond. All right, so here's what we got. This is going to come down later. I'm going to open it up and put a cedar beam right here. Let me turn the camera around. So I'm going to put a cedar beam here, probably open all this back up so it can be a carport over here. Them guys getting ready to get going here. I'll probably add another cedar beam right here and form that piece up, and it's going to look really good. And I'm thinking later on I'll match the shingle up when we start working on the outside. When we finish the inside, I'll match these shingles up, paint this front so it looks nice and consistent here. See a little water behind that paint right there, it's bubbling. And then with that cedar beam in here, it'll outclass everything. It's going to look super good. And then we'll paint the front. So all right, so coming in here, we're going to fix all the sheetrock, all the little bad stuff that you can see everywhere. When we get ready to do that part, we're finna sheetrock all this off right here. Later on, install the trim. When we start doing the woodwork, we'll finish up the trim up here as well. Gonna go ahead and float all this out, and kind of let me know about these here, because I mean, if we're gonna start running mud, I'm gonna get about 10-12 boxes of mud. We're gonna start running it. In here, we're gonna have to add some deadwood on the sides. Go ahead and get our sheetrock back in place here and start mudding out. Go ahead and do the same thing here. Let's see. We got some electrical work that needs to happen. I'm gonna have to call my guy Leo and get him to set this up once we get the sheetrock set up where we want. I got plumbing work that needs to happen. I'm gonna have to call my guy Leo and get that set up. So, all right, this arch kit right here, I know you want it in here. I see you already have some stuff laid down. The placement though, it comes, well, as you can see, it comes right over that. You have another one in there. I believe you want to replace that. That means we need to cut and get all that pulled out, and I'm gonna have to let the electrician pull that, and then we'll just do the sheetrock work. We're finna close that in today. I'm gonna have to buy some cement board. Got to get some cement board in this area right here and put the red seal in, get all that taken care of. We're gonna put some deadwood here. We're gonna go ahead and sheetrock, start mudding out this. We'll skim coat the entire bathroom. We gotta punch all these, whatnot. So anyway, these rooms are okay, fairly. They do need a little bit of mud work, not a problem. We'll get all that taken care of before we do the paint out. Gonna sand all of this, pull the hardware. We're gonna sand all that and get all that painted out. Get all this, we'll end up pulling all this carpet out too. That way we can start doing our sanding of the trim, and we'll spray out. We'll have to pull all the plug plates everywhere, put some tape over everything in here. All right, other than that, let's see. Moving on, and let's see. Well, of course, we got to fix our mud here. I noticed you had the backsplash right here. Once we get all the stain work done, and this will be like one of the last things we do, is go ahead and install that. That's beautiful, by the way. The cabinet staining, what we're gonna do is, we got like little oily stuff in here, so that's really gonna mess us up when we go to stain. So we're really gonna have to work on this in here and get it. I like the cabinet, it's really good. We'll have to do some serious amount of sanding here to get this taken care of on this side, to get that to match. Even up on top, we'll end up having to pretty much sand it all down really good and then clean it up. But I'm focusing on that bathroom first, and then we're gonna work our way in here, and then my guy's finna start cutting sheetrock and getting all that installed, and then we'll be working in here. So in here, I'm gonna get some paneling. What we're gonna do is we're gonna panel this area right here. Well, oh man, I need to get the electrician to check all this out. I'm gonna tell Leo to hold off. We'll go ahead and get our sheetrock installed up here, get all this knocked out. And you may want to pull this out. I know it's new, but it's in the middle of this room. That's not good. This wouldn't be good to have that in here just for looks and aesthetics of it, things like that. We need to get a little answers about all these wires cut like this. I'm gonna have to get Leo over here. Anyway, so I'm gonna let him know. Get some paneling. We're gonna mud all this. We're gonna skim coat these walls so it'll get rid of all these line marks everywhere that you can see that it's paneling. So we're gonna skim all this out and it'll look good afterwards. All right. Got a lot of cleanup to do and stuff like that as we go. We're gonna go ahead and do the ceiling. Probably end up scraping all this smooth in here. So it's a good bit of work. We'll cover that up. I'll look for a material to cover that up. And here's what you got in here. Let's see, I can't turn on my light. Maybe I can brighten it up a little bit. All right, so you got the thin set for the tile and the tile here for the bathroom I see, and the grout and things like that. I actually have some Fusion Pro left over in my shop. I think it's white. Oh, you already have some right there. There you go. I was going to say that Fusion Pro is the best. We got the sheetrock, blue rock for the bathroom, blue rock for right here behind the cabinet so it doesn't mold in the future. And then you got a bucket of mud here, some other small items, and there's that vent right there. And some mud, maybe. This is probably going to take a lot of mixing, probably just using fresh mud. All right, so that's where we're at on this right now. That's what we're going to start working on. Pretty much all of this is going to get skim coated everywhere. But I need to go ahead and call Leo and get Leo out here. Take care of this. Go ahead and get me a box installed evenly. I need to get the plumber out here to go ahead and get this plumbing set up so that we can just sheetrock it out. So we may not start in here today, but for the most part, we're going to try to get everything cleaned up. Anyway, let me know anything. Tell me a little bit about what you want, where that archway is. If that's okay, we pull that out, move that box, and put it there where you wanted it. It's hot in here, man. We'll get all that taken care of. So let me know about this idea here that I got about doing this cedar here. And then when we're all done, we'll pull and chop all this up and get rid of all this. So I need to know about all that too. That way we can have it looking real sharp out here.